So basically, this is Shawn. And
he looks a little stiff, doesn't he?
Cycle Fever TV is brought to you by these great sponsors, so support them. Call Tough Turf for all your landscaping and irrigation needs. Check out Seminole Power Sports for all their brands of motorcycles, accessories, and service. DA's Cafe, where it's all happening. Bikes, cars, great food, rock and roll music. Come on by. USA Payroll, payroll tax service, workforce benefit solutions, insurance, and human resources. Check them out.
Shawn couldn't make it tonight, so we got a substitute.
He looks a little bit stiff tonight. Can you make some moves?
You know what? Why don't we let John take over?
Whoa. You talking Crazy John?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay. Oh, look, there he is.
Watch out, guys.
Let's put this guy over here.
All right, I'm filling in for Shawn tonight. What's up, Shawn? Hey, what do we got to say?
Hang on, where's Shawn tonight?
Shawn's anniversary. Happy anniversary, Shawn.
How many years?
27.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Very good. Have fun tonight with the wife. Enjoy yourself. And I want to know why.
Why makes you think he's out with his wife?
I want to know why my anniversay was on a Thursday too. What's up with that?
You guys are just trying to get out of having fun.
Just don't make any more babies, Shawn.
Hey, first thing I want to say is, hey, I hope everybody's safe and, from the hurricane, the storms in Florida, up in the Panhandle, and in Georgia.
Yeah, Mexico,
we wish you all the best.
Mexico Beach got really hit hard, and the eye of the hurricane went right through the Air Force Base.
I saw. Did you see some of the planes? The planes that they put on display?
Right.
Flipped them right over,
yeah.
And then they had some in the hangars, and the hangars actually fell down on them.
Pretty devastating. So our thoughts and prayers are definitely with those up in the Panhandle, those that suffered. I believe it's up to 5 deaths right now, but the amount of property damage is massive.
Oh,
massive. So obviously there's a lot of good things that's going to come out of it as far as humanitarian issues, taking up supplies and everything. But that's just something that you please keep everybody in your thoughts and prayers.
Yes, do that. And this is the first time in my lifetime where you always hit it's a 4 and then it hits it a 2 or a 3, or it's going to be a 5 and then it's a 2. This is the first time that it was going to be a 3, and it boom, it got a 4. Hey, they can only predict what's going to happen, and you got to heed the warning. You know what I mean? And I pray that everybody's safe, and if you need help, I know there's a lot of help coming.
Right.
You know what I mean? Florida sticks together. They're going to send everything they can. So.
Yep. Well, I can only say this. I'm sure as we start going down, we're going to find some ways to make some relief that will go into, and it'll be from bikers to everybody that's been in trouble. And I know of anybody, you'll probably find something to spearhead.
We've got a couple things working on for this Saturday. I'm not going to divulge any information yet, but this Saturday we're planning on making a run up to the Panhandle, and then possibly also next weekend also with other groups and organizations. So once we get confirmation, we'll release information.
Okay, sounds good to me. Now, I was supposed to bring Rick's pink hat and I forgot it. So he got away this time. But next time we go on, make sure I bring that. I got the pink hat, it's in the truck, but he needs to be wearing it for the whole show.
It's cancer awareness.
Yeah. It's October. Football players all wear their pink this month. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yes, October.
No kidding.
Yes, we do. We all the kids allowed to wear,
the banners
laces
and
everything, because we just want to keep, awareness.
Right.
It's
Well,
all
you
about
know,
being aware of what's
While
going
we're talking about that, Justina, I hope you're feeling better. Still looking forward to doing the canoe race when we can, or it's the dragon race, I guess. So you're in our prayers.
Yes, you are.
Just let us know what's going on. We can help you any way we can. Let us know. And with all that being said, I don't know how we're going to do this show, because the guy that usually sits there and writes everything down and then you can't change it.
He's out eating dinner right now.
Yeah, but I wrote this down, so I'm going to let you read what I got, and then we'll try to figure out how to do it.
All right, so we're going to do drag strip riots are going to be first.
And why is that? What is the drag strip riot?
Drag strip riots, me and you went. We had a blast last year.
Yep.
Did we or did we not? There was some funny cars. There was a lot of different awesome race stuff. And then every vehicle I picked, you lost. He picked a bicycle, and I think I had
An old car, and he lost.
and I would lose every one. I was like, what is going on with this thing?
But why are we talking about drag strip 2018? What are we doing next weekend?
Next weekend, next Saturday, we're going to be there filming live.
We're going to send out
The
live.
gates for us open up at 7:30, and the gates for the public open up at 8:30. And I got to say this, I grabbed the wrong video today. So rather than the 4-minute video that I had, we've got a 2-minute commercial with that.
Okay.
But I will put that up on the website
Afterwards.
tonight.
After the
So
show.
in other words, you're putting me to work, so I have to skip Biketoberfest because I'm working.
Oh, no. Biketoberfest right after that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to keep up, though.
All right.
You got to be able to keep up.
Let me ask you a question. Who's the oldest?
54. How old are you?
57.
He
Now,
is, and he can outrun me.
Let me tell you,
He's got to be able
he
to
might
keep
not
up.
outrun you, but he won't stop. And you'll be drinking Stella out of that thing.
Yes, because hey, the 20th is it's Biketoberfest.
Yeah, where are you going to be?
18th to the 21st.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Thursday through Sunday.
What the-
So
let me ask you where you gonna be.
since we're going to be together on the drag strip, okay?
Yeah.
Afterwards, we're going to hit the Cabbage Patch,
All right.
and then we'll
Maybe
probably we have a
across
good
the
time.
street?
We may go to Crackleberries,
Yeah.
a little bit, and hang out, and drink some Stella, and we normally get some good video.
Yeah, now do me a favor, and I'm going to tell you ahead of time. In the first part of the day, it's pretty good. He talks to people and has all this stuff. Later in the day, all I see is his feet walking.
So
Well,
keep the camera up.
And I know it can be kind of crazy out there, but I don't think like we were at the Daytona Hard Rock at the Novarex concert when I was filming,
You got some great video.
and I had a couple of women that actually flashed me their boobs.
Really?
You've seen the photos.
I was right there.
But we did not post that, obviously.
What bothered me is you said, hey, can we do a retake 3 times? All right, what else we got?
Let's get to our...
Hey, I even had boobs pressed on the window at breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
That's crazy. These guys live a crazy... You see, I'm the innocent one. These guys are corrupting me.
I love
Yes,
it.
hey, it's Biketoberfest. When I get out there, I want to have a blast.
Yeah.
You know, because all year long we're doing charity stuff. We're trying to show everything else.
Yeah.
And Biketoberfest
Right.
and Bike Week,
And Lee's.
we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, all
We're gonna
those.
have fun.
Right.
So-
but all right, let's go on to the next thing. We're gonna do a USO ride.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
And tell you guys the USO ride. It's been on a couple times, right?
Well, it's all different footage. This is
But this
pictures.
one-
Pictures and interview with Trooper Dave.
Okay.
Trooper Dave?
Trooper Dan.
Dan.
Trooper Dan.
Or Dave.
Either
What's
one.
KMG Channel 6 News?
And then we're gonna do what's next here. What do we got here?
A
Then we got a commercial.
And then
Yep.
that shadow
And
ride.
Oh, the Shadow
The
Club.
Shadow Warrior Riders Club. They had a benefit event last weekend here at Ace Cafe for someone who took her life to PTSD. She lost her battle, so there was a benefit event. They raised enough money to provide for the funeral services and the cremation, and then they had a surplus, and they donated the additional, I think, $2,300 to the veterans organization that she was heavily involved in.
So we're gonna see that whole video and talk
Yeah.
about that.
Now, I will say on that video, you had the camera that had a lot of footage in it, so we only got it from one camera, so I will use your footage probably in 2 weeks.
Okay. And then after that, we have Dave Matthews. He's with Never Forgotten Memorials. He's been placing veteran memorials at Rock and Brews restaurants.
Rock and Brews.
Yep.
And they are, obviously, that was started by, I think it was Gene Simmons and another one from KISS.
Yep.
But he'll come on board and he'll talk about his foundation and some other veteran-related issues. So.
By the way, next show we're going to have you and Kiss together because I saw you and Kiss over at the, what was it, the Hair Metal Mania.
Oh, yeah.
you and Kiss were Gene, and Gene. His tongue was that long.
Yeah.
What bothered me is he kept trying to put it in your ear.
I think it came out the other side.
Hey, look, somebody said hello here. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, John, how you doing? Good to see you, Allison and Victor. These guys holler at me, but that's okay.
All right.
So, with that being said, you ready to throw it?
Let's do it.
All
Drag
right.
strip.
Drag strip riots.
Saturday, October 20th, Orlando Speed World, the second annual Drag Strip Riot. Brought to you by Misfire's Car Club of Florida. Run what you brung, it's gonna be a gas.
Saturday night in a car to my best bill my right. Well, I'm thinking that I have it in tea. That car is crazy mean. Well, I brought the Ford, I went to Shawnee, one top, got a 110, ain't nothing with the top. Well, I'm best thing that I have it in tea. That car is crazy mean. Well, crazy, crazy, crazy mean. Crazy, crazy than a haunted wheel. Crazy, crazy, crazy mean. Well, ain't no linking to no Cadillac. Got a big rock in with a heart attack. Well, I'm busy saying that I have it in tea. That car is crazy, man.
My name's Dennis O'Brien. My car is a 1941 Studebaker Champion Coupe. It's 6 years in the making. Obviously candy apple red. 496 cubic inch big block Chevrolet with a blower. Twin 4-barrel carburetors. Turbo 400 transmission. Championship quick change rear. Button tucked interior. Fiberglass tilt front end. And lots of chrome.
Hey,
we're back.
Guess what? Let me say hello to Rick Alexander too, because he's watching.
There you go. There you go.
So hi, Rick.
So last year we had a blast there.
Yep.
You saw a little preview of what's going to happen, but they had some really nice old dragsters.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be tech, but I'm actually ordering drinks.
Oh my
He just
God.
texted me.
Oh my God.
But
Did you order me one?
We'll be there next Saturday.
I'll go for one Stella.
Okay, so what'd you put?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. We're good.
All right.
What else?
Billy something. I don't. Who are my glasses? Hey, Billy. Hello. Anyhow, something about
Shawn.
Southern slingshots. Now, let me just say this. Last year we went. It was John and I and Mark, and with you there. And me and Shawn showing up and Mark, we should get all of this stuff. It should be really a good show.
Fantastic.
Hey, and John, I'm going to put up, probably not tonight, but tomorrow, the drag strip riot, the one that I did for the show, and not the commercial. So I apologize for that. But that's still a great commercial, and you got your advertisers in there.
There you go. You got them both.
Got them in there. So we're going to have some fun. October 20th, Saturday. John and I will take the truck in, and then one of us is going to be right on the starting line. We're going to be outside the fence this time.
Yes, right there.
We'll go on the other side of the fence now. We'll have a good time. With that being said, you were there. I haven't used your footage yet from the GoPro. Well, actually the Magic Cam. But I interview him after. I go, how was the ride? Long. My butt hurts.
No, Leanne's butt hurts.
You are right. I got it on tape.
The video does not lie.
John didn't argue one bit. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the USO ride.
The USO, I think this was the 14th or maybe 17th year. It's the 14th year. The USO, they do a ride out of Orlando, Harley-Davidson East, out on 192.
South.
I keep getting that confused. South and Kissimmee.
That's because you're a northern boy.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
And what they do is they raise money to send care packages to our troops overseas. This year they had about 600 bikes. It's $25 per rider. You get a free T-shirt. There's meals. They raised $30,000 this year.
Yep.
$30,000. Now, what people don't understand is, I've sent out care packages. It costs about $20 to send a care package overseas.
Yep.
So basically, a $25 registration is pretty much covering the postage.
Yep.
That doesn't cover
what you got
the content that's inside. So, you know, the USO, $30,000 is wonderful. People donated online as well. Great ride. I think it was about a 100-mile non-stop law enforcement escorted ride.
You're a little heavy on that.
Was it about that?
Yeah, no, it was about 80.
Okay, no. It started as 80 and they extended it to an almost 100.
No. It started at 70 and they couldn't have enough police officers, so that they doubled up on them. But it was 80. Dan told me.
Okay, fantastic. It was 80.
Which is still a long ride. And you know, that extra 20 miles, if you thought your butt hurt at 80, you'd be going like, oh.
No, and it's a great ride. I mean, the bottom line is, you know, what we do as bikers, obviously we like to ride and have fun. Like this next weekend is Biketoberfest.
Yeah.
But the vast majority of bikers, what they do on the weekends is they join charity rides.
Charity.
They raise money for veterans, first responders, children's hospital, autism, cancer. We've got the holidays coming up.
Mission 22.
There will be Christmas tour rides galore. So there are so many different things, so many different organizations. That's what's great about the biker community.
You got that right.
And you don't have to have a bike to get involved. Remember that.
Yep.
All right?
All right, well, with that, what do you want to do now?
Do we have film to roll?
Oh, we got
USO.
Trooper Dan's going to be on, and he's even going to say he was in the service and he used to wait to get those care packages. So, Lexus, you want to roll it? Go ahead.
Start up your engines, getting ready to roll. Gonna cruise on my bike now, music to the soul. Kickstand up, boots are best. Ain't gonna touch down till the road comes to rest. We're riding country roads, enjoying the day. We're riding for the love of the US of A. So catch a cycle fever, don't let it slip away. We're rocking the blues, it's the biker way. Yeah, Thursday night is bike night at the Ace Cafe. Broadcasting live, you know it's time to play. Rock and roll music and grooving to the blues. Classic cars shimmering while they're sipping the brews. So catch the cycle fever, don't let it slip away. We're rocking the blues, it's a biker way.
any from your original?
No, there's only a few of us left that are from Osceola County.
I actually taught school here for 19 years.
Where at?
I started at Ben Johnson.
Okay. Oh wow. See, I went to Central Avenue Elementary when it was just the original school.
One on 192.
Yep, 192 there up at Central, and then I went to Horizon Middle School.
Okay.
And then I graduated from the current superintendent, Dr. Pace.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Well, guess what? I got Trooper Steve here from Channel 6. How's that?
Hey, you got it right.
All right,
That's
now,
awesome.
just so I don't goof up your last name, Montiero?
Spot on, Montiero.
How's that, guys? That's 1 for 1 today. I'm doing great.
See how the rest of the day goes.
Yeah, that's right.
Trooper Steve's much easier than Montiero, so that's I think we'll just stick with Trooper Steve.
Now, you were just telling me that you're originally from Osceola County.
Right, born and raised right here in the county, went to school here, joined the military from here, enlisted out of Osceola County, then did my time, came back, and now I'm here.
Outstanding. And you are the celebrity guest here today for the USO ride.
I guess that's what we're gonna call it. People say, oh, your celebrities have like H list, so they go A, B, like
Hey,
all the way
watch
down
it, because
there.
I'm on the B side. So let's not number or alphabet.
Yeah, because
Alphabetize.
then things will start getting interesting.
Now, so you are a trooper.
I am a full-blown state trooper. I was an active state trooper right here in Osceola County for 8 years. I was the spokesperson for the Highway Patrol for the last 2 years. I worked for Lieutenant Kim Montez. Everyone knows who Kim Montez is. And then for some of that time, I was actually a motor trooper also. Rode a Harley electric glide for a long time. Harley South here actually worked on my motorcycle all the time. So it's nice to be right back here at home.
So tell us a little bit, how did you roll into this?
Well, they promote, obviously, that I'm a veteran. I'm a combat veteran. Supporting here in the community. The USO has always been really close to my heart. I'll never forget the time where you show up in certain locations and it's a bare base or you're deployed in the middle of nowhere and then you see the USO icon. And it's a nice little remembrance that, there are people back at home that are thinking about me, that want me to just have that little bit of disconnection of right here and a touch of home. And that's why I'm here. That's why I support the USO. That's why I ride consistently and what the USO means to me.
That's outstanding. Nick, I always tell everybody sees all these bikers and they go, oh, look at these bad bikers. Nobody realizes how much they cherish and everything else.
I'll go out on a limb here and say no one supports veterans like the USO and motorcycles across our country. No one comes even close.
You are absolutely right. Well, I hope you have a good, safe ride. On the way back, come back, and then I want to get in line to see the crew.
Hey, I'm down. Indian one, blue. I think everybody else got it too. So
all right. Well, you and I will go out there. Thank you, and I'm going to bring you back in just... Hey!
Yeah, that was good. But
You got something to say, don't you?
Dan Dave, what was his name?
Trooper Steve!
It just goes to show that we're getting old and we're losing our mind, because he said Trooper Dan. I swore it was Trooper Dave.
And it's Steve!
And we just saw him out as Steve. But hey, I got WKNG Channel 6 right.
There you go.
That's the bottom line.
But good. So, I mean, the
Can I tell you
ride.
the story I did on 6 and 9? Okay. We're over at a show in the middle of the, the convention center for bikes. And there's the two Warmouths, Greg Warmouth and Justin. I'm talking to Justin, and we're doing an interview, and they got their thing on the mic, but it's upside down. So I go, I watch Channel 9 all the time. Needless to say, I got cut.
Because he was on.
The dad's on 9.
6, and Greg is on 9. Yeah.
Dad's on 9, yep.
But the USO ride, that was pretty awesome.
Oh, it was.
Great ride, great event, great organization. They're nationwide, obviously, but again, they support our veteran heroes who are deployed overseas, who are defending our country, defending you, defending us. So, God bless you.
Yeah.
Hey, we got some more hellos here. Billy Hartez says, Drag Strip Ride 2 celebrating the golden age of drag racing.
Awesome.
And then we got Ian says, super large gold medal. Go ahead. All right, and Keith Denton. Hey, there's a guy that we haven't heard from a while. Hey, Keith, how you doing?
Hey, another thing I want to mention. When you know, when you're going down the highway and you see all these bikers lined up riding, you think they're just out enjoying themselves. 99% of the time, it's a fundraiser.
Right.
People don't understand that when they're driving their cars and they see all the bikes lined up and they're all going. They think they're just out for a joyride.
And a lot of times they see us blocking, meaning we block traffic, so we stop traffic lights and we block intersections so that the entire ride stays in one line and we all arrive at the same time.
And safe.
Right. So what we ask for your patience. We're not out there riding, bar hopping and going drinking. We're actually raising money. What a poker run does is we start at one location and we draw a poker card. And we go to a total of 5 locations, so we'll go to 4 more. So we'll ride about 15, 20, 30 miles to the next location, and that's why we travel as a group. You know, so when you see those rides going on throughout the weekend, have patience. I've seen a lot of people, flick us off and honk their horns and try and squeeze in,
and they don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, it's basically a charity run. We're raising money. Law enforcement cannot provide escorts for us all the time, so that's why you see that happening.
By the way, and I have to tell everybody, the interviews that we did on 2 cameras. The live mic that I had on Trooper Steve was our backup camera. My computer crashed, and all of the tape that was on that one camera is lost.
Okay.
So that's why you heard background noise. It wasn't that we were that bad filming, it was just it was a backup camera.
Okay.
So, what do you think we take a break?
Let's go to commercial.
Do I go to a commercial?
Roll the commercial. We're good.
The Ace is simply the most famous motor diner on the planet. Born in 1938 in London, England, it was notorious as a place for teenage rockers to hang out on motorbikes. Here in Orlando today, this is the first Ace Cafe in the USA. We're a restaurant, a bar, a concert hall, a place to shop. Basically, we're a gathering place for anybody who likes bikes, cars, and rock and roll.
When builders around this area need landscaping, they turn to Tough Turf Incorporated. Why? Because Tough Turf has been providing landscaping, irrigation, lawn maintenance, and lighting to residential and commercial builders and even homeowners associations for more than 20 years. As a family-owned business, we take great pride in making sure our employees approach each and every job with an exceptional level of experience, quality, and integrity. Tough Turf. When it comes to landscaping, nobody's tougher.
Seminole Power Sports. Number 1 in fast fun. Seminole Power Sports.
There's a whole lot of opportunity out there, and as the owner of your own business, that's what you need to be focusing on. Not payroll, hiring, and compliance. That's what we do. We're USA Payroll, and we started our business in 1994. So we've been there. We understand the growing pains and the not enough hours in the day that come with owning a business. So let us provide you with another opportunity. Help. We're USA Payroll, keeping your business in check.
I think we're coming back.
Oh, look at that.
Here we are. Here we are again.
It is amazing.
All right, so the next thing. This is you introduced us. Tell us a little bit about this.
Sure. Chance is the founder and CEO of Shadow Warrior Riders Motorcycle Club. They are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It consists of members of veterans and first responders, Gold Star families, and then they have a small portion that they allow membership of the general public as well. And they ride to raise money. They're tied in with several of the Benghazi heroes, Chris Tanto Paranto, Mark Geist, I forget the other guys' names, but they do a lot of fundraising for our veterans. And this past weekend here at the Ace Cafe, they raised money for a dear friend who was a veteran advocate, and unfortunately she lost her battle to the demons of PTSD. And they raised quite a bit of money to help with the funeral costs and the expenses and the cremation, and then any surplus that was left over. She was a big supporter of a particular veterans organization. They cut a check for in excess of $2,300. But here's what's amazing. They have some amazing items to auction off. Somebody I know to my left, bid on a Pittsburgh Steelers autographed helmet. I think it had Terry Bradshaw, it had Roethlisberger, quite a few others. That ran for about $1,500, if I can say the numbers.
Oh, you're giving out numbers?
Yeah.
I hope his wife
knows about it.
She's watching. Okay. I'm good with it.
Then he bid on Bruce Springsteen autographed photo poster with an album.
Yep.
Because I believe you met your wife.
First date
was at Bruce Springsteen, and I think that ran for like $800. And then he bid on, and he won on this is amazing. It was a guitar signed by the Rolling Stones.
All of them.
The Rolling Stones. All members of the Rolling Stones. $2,000. So, hey, brother, you paid over $4,300, but you know what? That went to a great cause.
And that's what it was about.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was about raising money for what we needed to.
And you know what? It'll be up here. The guitar, the Rolling Stones,
the Rolling.
No,
not rolling. Rolling.
Yeah. Don't make fun of me.
Yeah.
I told you my mother says that I have a lisp.
But it was a great event. We
had a blast.
Yeah, we even spoke to her husband.
Yes.
And he spoke about PTSD.
That interview will be on later.
So yeah.
Hey, and he took it. I mean, you know what I mean. It's a sad situation, but we're trying to help.
We're turning into an advocacy event, and we're sharing as far as what you can do. When you're suffering with PTSD, certain numbers you can call. Certain organizations that can help out. So that's what it's all about. So.
Well, what do you say we put on the Shadow Warriors Riders?
Okay.
And then we'll bring out Dave.
Okay.
How's that?
Let's go ahead and roll it.
Up there in Minnesota, Adam's going to be up performing for us. It's going to be a 2-day event. The way we like to do this, we do a VIP night where our major sponsors and our VIPs get out. This year it's going to be a cruise out on one of the, I think they got 1 or 2 lakes out in Minnesota, don't they? A couple anyway. So anyway, we're going to do a cruise out on one of the lakes, have Adam up there. Hopefully none of our Shadow Warrior riders get seasick. So we're going to be out and then do a little cruise, and then we're going to have the event the next day. And locally here in Orlando, springtime, we're going to do another little event, and I believe what we talked about today is we're going to hook up with the 14-Hour Foundation, which is Chris Tonto-Peranto's organization, and get him into town, and we'll probably end up giving away an Indian motorcycle again this year. So with that being said, I noticed that Adam has finished eating his slider, and he's looking at his watch, and he wants to get back to play. Oh, he's looking at his watch. Some forged leather. You know what? We actually have. We do. Over there. Bid on it, right? Come on. Can't get any better. Can't get better than that. We got some VIPs here with us tonight. You're going to see some people walking around with cameras and filming. We got a gentleman outside that's with iHeartRadio. Remember the fallen iHeartRadio outside? He wants to do some interviews with folks, especially our patch holders and veterans and things of that nature. So don't be shy. Get out, get in front of the camera. Talk to one of our members if you have interest in becoming a Shadow Warrior rider or a sponsor of Shadow Warrior rider. Talk with Shawn and his group with today's veteran organization. See what that's going on. We need people to volunteer in our communities. All right. So Adam, I've been talking having mentioned Adam. Adam's been up here saying, Adam's a veteran as well. Adam was a military police officer, a non-commissioned officer, and it's a good story how you got to play music. We all have what we talked about earlier. Tonight is dealing with PTSDs because it can affect everybody. And Adam's unique way of dealing with PTSDs was learning how to play guitar. He got on YouTube to learn how to play a guitar. And now look at him. Still can't play the guitar. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, supporter. Glad to have you, Adam. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Have a great time. We still got lots of time going on. Another hour. Bid, bid, bid. We want to raise some money tonight, all right? Have a good night.
By the way, I was going to say glorifying crossing you guys.
Oh, we got loud music too. That was fantastic.
That was awesome.
Yeah, Chance is a good guy. He's got a good heart. Great organization. Check him out on Facebook. Shadow Warrior Riders Motorcycle Club LLC. It's a private, closed page. You have to make a request, or you can Google them and check their website out. But great organization. And really good.
They did a good job.
Right now,
They did a good job.
we've got somebody here to my left. This is Dave Matthews. Dave Matthews is the founder and CEO of Never Forgotten Memorials. Dave creates these veteran-related memorials, and he places them at restaurants called Rock and Brews.
That's right.
So we're going to go ahead and have Dave kind of take over and kind of explain a little bit about, Dave, who you are, number one. Number two, why you created this foundation, and then we'll go into the locations and your memorials.
Well, Rocket Brews is formerly started by KISS, and it's Paul Stanley, okay, and Gene Simmons, all right, and then franchised out. And so I'm local in Oviedo, and the reason why I connected to Rocket Brews because the American flag was stuck to the restaurant. I pulled over, I just couldn't believe that. So I go in there, and wouldn't you know, at 10:45, the whole restaurant is standing up doing Pledge of Allegiance.
Really?
Wow. To Jimi Hendrix on the guitar.
Wow.
All right, and then, right, John Wayne comes on and does the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah, every 10:45. I said I gotta connect with this guy.
Every day?
These people every day at 10:45.
Wow.
Okay, so now I gotta connect with this company. So I met the owner and I said, hey, I want to do something unique because you guys are so it's a patriotic restaurant. So I went ahead and did something simple. All I did was get the POW and I enlarged it and I created an epitaph for a local hero. Okay, Brendan N. Salazar, who got killed in Afghanistan 2 weeks after he deployed, and only 2 weeks, and he went to Haggerty High School, so he was a local hero in that area. So I started with that, and then I expanded to the Seminole Sheriff Department, and I used their 6, their Roman number 6, that's on their badge, and on every car you see in the back, you see the Roman number 6, the blue, and the blue line, the blue line color. And then I said, I got to do something else. So I went to the fire department. So I got the 7 sheriff deputies that also got killed on duties. Once they saw that, I said, Dave, can you go across the country with this great theme? So they sent me to Albuquerque. I did a Purple Heart Memorial over there. And Albuquerque is the Purple Heart City of America. You didn't know that. No. I didn't know that until I touched ground. And then I did one in Dallas, and now I'm doing the one that's going to be opening up October 27th, soft opening over here in Orlando at Kissimmee, at 192, right there, in front of Margarita Orlando Resort.
Now tell us a little about this particular memorial, because this is kind of unique what you did with the one that's coming up in Kissimmee.
It's a piece of art. It's basically what it is. It's a shadow box like this, okay? But it's made out of stainless steel, outside shadow box that no one ever has designed. Unprecedented. And it comes up in a 4x4 inch tubing, stainless steel, but then it jets back. And that gives it that artist look. And then it has tinted glass, special tint glass, and it has, it's just a perfect flag. And underneath, I named it, it says, U.S. Veterans, All Wars and Conflicts Memorial, neverforgottenmemorials.org.
Okay. Now, you are a veteran, am I correct?
Yes.
Why don't you share with us a little bit about your service?
Okay, 17 years as a veteran. I served in Afghanistan. That's the premise of my organization. I lost my 19-year-old gunner in 2004 in Panjwar province on a convoy ride halfway point to Kabul. And he got killed in an accident, and that's why I do what I do. It changed my aspect, and I had to do the closing with the mother and everything, and it just changed everything. I didn't want this young kid to be forgotten. That's why I came up with Never Forgotten Memorial.
Right. Now, you are a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
501c3, been doing it since 2015. Go to the website, neverforgottenmemorials.org. You'll see a lot of activity for 3 years, events. Go up top, you see what I've done. I'm a Vietnam War 50th commemoration partner. I'm also with Wreaths Across America, volunteer partnership with that. So I'm tying with the community, and right now I have a radio show. So I was noticed on by KLRN Radio Show. They selected me and they said, Dave, you're a perfect fit. We want to give you your own radio show. And now I got my own radio show called Remember the Fallen every Thursday night. It's on right now, by the way.
Right now, 8 to 9?
Right now, it's on.
8 to 9, right?
8 to 9 right now on KLRNradio.com every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Remember the Fallen with Sergeant Dave.
Okay. Now, we've got more to talk about. Dave's here for a while. We've got a lot more to cover. I think we need to go to commercial break.
All right, let's get that jacket on.
Hey, hold on. We want to see the jacket.
We want to show the back. Now, this is the logo. This is what's called a cut. Okay, in biker terminology, it's a vest. This is his logo. We still got some time before we cut to a commercial break. Now, Dave, tell us, if I'm not mistaken, these memorials are out of pocket. Am I correct?
Yeah, they're all out of pocket. I'm a non-profit, so basically I do the labor for free, and they cover just the cost and the travel. Rock and Brew will pay for the plane ticket, and they give you 2 meals a day with that.
Can people help out?
Yes, they can. You can go to neverforgottenmemorials.org. You can donate right on the website page. It's all right there, neverforgottenmemorials.org. And you can actually plan your own memorial for a fallen soldier, a first responder, sheriff, paramedic. Anyway, we can put something together real quick. And it really starts off with only $500.
Okay.
Because I do a lot of labor free. It's really about $500. I can start running with that $500. That's simple.
Well, here's what I'll do. My nonprofit, I've got a 501c3 nonprofit also. It's called United States Motorcycle Corps Charities. I want to do a poker run, and I want to raise about $2,500. I do have a couple of veterans that Gold Star wives and Gold Star mothers that I would love to honor. I've got a couple that are local here, as a matter of fact. Susan Price is local over here over by Plant City. So what we'll do is we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I want to do a poker run. I want to raise money for the next for your next memorial, and we'll talk more about that. So I think we're going to go to a commercial break.
Okay.
Then we'll come back with Dave. We got a lot more to cover, so don't go away. We'll go to commercial break.
Hoorah!
The Ace is simply the most famous motor diner on the planet. Born in 1938 in London, England, it was notorious as a place for teenage rockers to hang out on motorbikes. Here in Orlando today, this is the first Ace Cafe in the USA. We're a restaurant, a bar, a concert hall, a place to shop. Basically, we're a gathering place for anybody who likes bikes, cars, and rock and roll.
When builders around this area need landscaping, they turn to Top Turf Incorporated. Why? Because Top Turf has been providing landscaping, irrigation, lawn maintenance, and lighting to residential and commercial builders and even homeowners associations for more than 20 years. As a family-owned business, we take great pride in making sure our employees approach each and every job with an exceptional level of experience, quality, and integrity. Top Turf. When it comes to landscaping, nobody's tougher.
Fast fun, Seminole Power Sports. Number 1 in fast fun, Seminole Power Sports.
There's a whole lot of opportunity out there, and as the owner of your own business, that's what you need to be focusing on. Not payroll, hiring, and compliance. That's what we do. We're USA Payroll, and we started our business in 1994. So we've been there. We understand the growing pains and the not enough hours in the day that come with owning a business. So let us provide you with another opportunity. Help. We're USA Payroll, keeping your business in check.
Dave's gonna come back. We had
Oh, hey, did somebody order some drinks?
Well, let me tell you something. We want We want April Sky to come serve us.
I got news for you. April said you've been bothering me.
Look.
What the heck?
We won April because
We won April. We won it.
I want some of that
April dropped them
drinks or
off.
something.
What?
April's awesome. We appreciate
But here's
it.
to April.
Salute, April. Thank you very
Salute.
much.
May, June, July, and August.
Hey, so let's talk about
talk.
David. That is an awesome thing.
Oh, well, you know what?
everything.
Yeah, we've got more to cover. I mean, Dave and I go back. We met. I think it was back in 2015 when Sergeant Andrew Tamarisi, who was the U.S. Marine Corps sergeant, who was falsely imprisoned in Mexico. He was heading out to San Diego, California, for PTSD treatment. And if you see the videos on Fox News, in order to make a U-turn and avoid going into Mexico, you have to be on the far left lane on the highway. Okay? He's on the right looking for the exit. Next thing you know, he comes up to the border.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay, so he says, look, I want to make a U-turn. You know, I'm a U.S. United States Marine Corps sergeant. You know, they said, okay, come through the gates. You know, and when you make a U-turn, he goes through, they start inspecting his vehicle. He says, look, I've got my 3 military weapons that are assigned to me. They arrested him for weapons trafficking.
Yeah.
So he was in prison for 7 months. I was a family spokesman here in the state of Florida. And Dave and I met at Seminole Harley Davidson, and he had the eye black where it says Free Tamarisi, and that's how we became friends, and we started talking about different other organizations.
You know, outstanding. Now, I got a couple questions for you. First of all, April did drop the drinks off before I could get out there and grab her. Damn it. But I love grabbing her. Anyhow, did I say that? No, I'm only kidding.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. But this week, you had something special.
Really
But
special.
before we get into something special, I want you to know that same group called me up, and then they found out I was too short. So, tell me about what happened.
Well, if I tell you, I have to kill you.
Yeah. Start on John.
What happened was I was very fortunate to receive a phone call on Thursday from the White House. And I was told that I was on a priority list to assist when the President of the United States, President Trump, arrived in Orlando. He was speaking at the Orange County Convention Center, the International Association of Chiefs of Police. So obviously I had previously gone through 2 different Secret Service clearings, but this time they needed to check my driver history because I was vehicle number 5 in the escort. So I carried some White House staff members. I was the 5th vehicle behind the presidential limo, which is pretty exciting. And pretty awesome was when I'm on the tarmac and I see Air Force One coming right at me. I was in total awe.
He was like a little kid.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I mean, Air Force One to my right, and then I videotape, and the Beast, which is the presidential motorcade, was to my left.
See those tires?
Oh my God, it's amazing, that vehicle. And so obviously, you know, I assisted in that route, and a total honor to serve the White House. Now look, yes, I do support President Trump, and although I have a nonprofit organization which is non-political, in my personal life, I do a lot of things that's political. So this is part of my personal life. But if I would have received a phone call from the White House from the previous administration, who I did not support, I would still accept that as an honor. The President of the United States of America. Okay, but it was an honor to have number 45, Donald Trump, to work for him. Incredible experience.
When I saw that badge they gave you?
Oh yeah. The Secret Service provided us with a pin that we had to wear, a lapel pin on our suit jacket, and it said United States Secret Service. Without that identifying mark, the Secret Service would have taken you down.
Now, I will say this. You put a bunch of stuff up on your website.
On my Facebook page, correct. Yeah.
All right, so if you really want to see some good video and some good pictures, go up and see Rick. We're really proud of him. And what he just said a minute ago, I'm going to back him on this. You know what? We just got to start uniting together rather than sitting here fighting and arguing over everything. Right. I don't care what party you're in. He's our president right now, and let's just pull everybody together and let's try to get some things done that need to get done.
Good things.
Good things.
Yeah, to today's environment has gotten really bad. You know, I flew out to the Flight 93 National Memorial on September 11th, and President Trump was there. And when I flew back the following day, I had my Make America Great Again hat, I had my Bikers for Trump t-shirt, and I did a video. And I sat at a park when I landed from the airport, and I looked in the camera and I said, look, you know what? 17 years ago, September the 12th, 2001, think how united we were as a country.
Yep.
It didn't matter the color of your skin. It didn't color your religion, your sexual preference, your gender.
Democrat, Republican, none of that mattered.
None of that mattered. We were united as a country, and that's what we need to get back to. We are the greatest country on the face of the earth, but yet things have turned so ugly because of politics. It's ridiculous. If you disagree with me for my political views, for my ideals, for my lifestyle, you know what? Okay, disagree with me, but there's no need to call me out, slander me, call me names, argue with me, and vice versa. If I don't disagree with you, if I disagree with your political ideals or your lifestyle, hey, look, let's have respect for one another. That's what it's all about.
And you'll notice, and Rick and I have talked about this program, we don't bring up politics, we don't bring up religion. And we do that for a reason, because we want to see everybody come together. And sometimes when you stick up for what you really believe, people start jamming things down your throat. And I'm hoping tonight that everybody that's watched this sits back and says, you know what, maybe they're right. Maybe we ought to just sit down and talk a little bit rather than screaming at each other. And with that, I want to end that, but I do want to tell everybody, go to his Facebook page.
Check it out. You'll like
really
it.
some neat shots.
It's my personal page. It's Rick Sarmiento, Sarmiento. I've got some cool pictures.
Wait a minute, your first name isn't Dan?
Steve.
Steve, oh, okay.
Damn, guys.
Yeah, what can I tell you?
So what else we got going on?
Well, you know what? I wanted to make sure that we talked a little bit about Rick beforehand, but I know that we need to bring Dave out because Rick, he's got one more question, but it'll probably turn into 20. So, Dave, come on back out. Actually, we're going to change your name to Dan or to Dave. Oh, your name is Dave.
Yes,
What the heck?
Yeah, Sergeant Dave.
Sergeant Dave.
Pretty easy, yep.
All right, well now, before you get carried away, and you do, I never get carried away. John never gets carried away. I got to say, I watched that interview over there. I'm very, very impressed. You and I met at the Veterans Ride that was here. And in November, and I wish I could remember the date, they're having the Veterans Ride come back in here. It's going to be leaving one of the Harley shops. I'm not sure which one, and it's coming back in here. So I know I'll see you carrying the flag.
Carrying the flag,
and I got to tell you, I was very impressed, and it's people like this that go out there and do things and give up their time, and I don't care what he says, he ends up giving up his money too.
Right.
So, with that being said, first of all, thank you so much.
Thank you, Hank, for having me on.
No, that's
Great
a pleasure
opportunity.
for that. I was disappointed though. I stood in line to get on your radio show and you snubbed me. But that's okay because you put him on.
I do want to say this though. It's during our show too, from 8 to 9.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
And people can go back and archive and watch it, correct?
Right, on iHeartRadio, you can podcast.
Whatever show it may be about.
Search podcast on iHeartRadio, and then you search again, Remember the Fallen.
And there you
that's what it's all
go.
about.
And you know, if you happen to be watching this show and then you want to hear his show, you can go run on afterwards.
Yep. Great idea, John.
Right? There you go.
All right, now I know you got some questions.
Well, outside of his never forgotten memorials, you're also an advocate for veterans. I know, I follow you, I see you talking about Agent Orange, veteran suicide, PTSD. Why don't you share a little bit about both if you can?
Well, I'm following, my next podcast will be October 24th, and it's going to be on Blue Water Navy Vietnam Veterans Act, H.R. 299. They unanimously House of Representatives said, we unanimously voted in, while the Senate got a hold of it and shot it down. Total fish kill. Okay, so I'm having, his name is John Wells, JB, they call him JB, attorney at law. He's the executive director of Military-Veterans Organization. So he's coming on the show, and he's going to tell why 90,000 Blue Water Navy Vietnam veterans got affected from Agent Orange because they used the water off the shoreline, brought it into the ship, drank it, also bathed in it, and also, did everything with that water. So they are affected, but Congress, Trump's administration criticized it because it's going to be another setback for the VA, and it'd be costing between $7 billion in the next 10 years, so they shut it down. So
I don't care what it costs.
Yeah.
We need to take care of our veterans.
So that whole group, it's a tough VA pill to swallow right now, okay? So that's what I'm fighting for as well. And another thing is, I want to thank all the caregivers out there from all the combat injured veterans. Yeah. The VA Mission Act was just passed. It was just recently for all post 9/11. Well, now it's passed all generations. Missions. That's fantastic. VA Missions Act as well. Right. Now, and also, I'm going tooth and nail on this one, okay? No pun intended, okay? Now they're trying to push that all veterans get their dental taken care of. Right now, only 100% of homeless veterans get dental care. Did you know that? Yeah. 100% of all homeless get their dental care, but not us veterans.
Not everybody, right.
Yeah. So then you got POWs get 100%, and then you have your 100% that have 100% employability, and then you have your 100% of dental people that got their whatever your commitment of their payment from dental damage from the military.
And that's why it's important for we've got the midterm elections coming up November the 6th, and a lot of times a lot of people don't do the proper research on our candidates. Yeah. They'll vote an incumbent in. They'll watch a TV commercial and, that was a nice commercial, or I know the last name. You know what? You need to kind of go into our candidates' websites and kind of find out what their platform is all about. Because I'll tell you what, there is so much pork spending in this country, billions and billions of dollars that are geared towards lobbyists and special interest groups, when in fact, our veterans need it. Without our veterans dying. Now look, my family immigrated legally from South America back in the late 1950s. They didn't cross the border and collect anything. And I'm sorry if I'm touching a touchy topic, but you know what? Illegal immigrants that are in this country illegally are receiving benefits and taking billions of dollars when that money should be going to our veterans in need. Right. So please, you need to kind of research what candidates, who you're voting for, and make sure that you vote in candidates who have a political platform that supports our veterans and other things for the country.
Well, here's my thing. America first.
Absolutely.
Yes. We should never send money anywhere until everyone here is taken care of. Right. That's number one. Right. Especially people who protect us. Right. That give us able to talk about anything. Right. Democrat, Republican, yay, nay, anything. They do that.
Right. Now, you served. You said you lost your 19-year-old gunner. Yes. I can't imagine what your eyes have seen, what you've been through. What is that like for a young, soldier, 19, 20 years old, who writes, so these 19, they write a will at 19, 20 years old. How does that impact them when they come home, what they see, and what can be done to kind of help them if they are suffering from PTSD?
Well, I've noticed the challenges I'm seeing when they do come home, that they allow them 90 days to go have fun. I think that should be stopped. I think that they should check in every 30 days to their unit. Because what happens, they come home with $20,000 of money in their pocket. So 90 days, they go out and they fall into opioids, they fall into alcohol, they have domestic challenges, sometimes they break up with their girlfriends or wives. So that is a problem, I think. Now, we need to change that. We need to take another good step back and look at that to watch these returning veterans. Now, also when they return back home, they think, don't worry, I'll get a job. No, they should start looking at a job right away. It's very difficult to go through the process of getting a job now. You got to get that reference perfect. You got to have support. And there's support out there. AMVETS.org is a great organization, a veteran service organization, right up there with American DAV, of course the American Legion. Okay, and these are great, VFW, great. I'm a member of all of them. But AMVETS.org has showed me the most for 22 every day. They have documentation They saved 106 veterans. Documentation of saving 106 since they've had it. They just had their convention here. I wear their bracelet for a reason, okay, for that. Amvets.org. Also, you can call if you're needing assistance, any kind of help, need to talk to someone, just go to 833-VET-HEAL. There's someone there waiting to speak to you, and they're waiting. These are professionals 24/7. They're not just putting anybody on the line, and they're veterans to assist you. A veteran is best needed to help a veteran. They're finding that out now. We want veterans. So if you're a veteran, you can volunteer to your nearest VS, be a VSO, veteran service, person, service officer. They're great for all these veteran service, or be one of them. They need veterans. We need more veterans volunteering.
I wish we could help before Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, for the thing, what Saturday's memorial and all that. I want to help them before that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what we need to do. If they need money, we need to get them money. They need help or talk to somebody or anything. We need to support.
Yes. Well, Dave, let me tell you
Good
something.
job.
It's an honor, number one, to call you friend.
Yes.
It's an honor to partner with you. Remember, my nonprofit is going to go ahead and do a poker run for you.
Right.
We'll raise about $2,500. We want to go ahead and hopefully help out with some of your memorials, and we can continue doing that. So we're thanking Dave for his service, but also we're thanking all our veterans out there, past, present, and our future veterans. We want to thank you for your service, protecting our country, protecting our freedoms, providing for our freedoms. I can't imagine what you guys have gone through, but we thank you. You guys are our warriors, our heroes. We are the land of the free because of the brave. So if you want to close out, Dave.
We got your 6. That's the main thing. We're here for you. Go out there, but you have to get out from the darkness. Get out there, meet somebody, go to these events, go to these charitable events. You'll see us. We're all wearing the hats now. Go say hello. We'll greet you with open arms. We'll bring you into our network. We'll make you a family again, and that's what you need. Purpose. Get that purpose again in your life. And these charitable events, shows like this, locations like this, will bring that purpose to you. God bless America.
Amen.
Yep. All right. Well, we have to do a couple of things, including thanking our sponsors and getting ready to end the show. So, I'm going to let you guys, because I'm just sitting here having a nice beer and enjoying myself. So, I'm going to let you start off with the first one.
All right.
You can do the second one. You can do the third one. I'm not doing any of them.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I want to thank Ace Cafe for having this venue for us and all the venues they do for all the veterans in the future.
Before I go next one, Shawn, we need you back because I don't like Hank running the show. So we need you back in 2 weeks. I want to thank Seminole Power Sports. They've got an array of different bikes out there. Yes, I ride a Harley, but you know what? In my book, I don't care what you ride. If you ride Seminole Power Sports, great location. They got great bikes. Check them out.
Michael Dolce AE Magic Cam. I use it, took it on vacation, had a little accident, but besides that, I joke around. Hey, excellent camera, diving, snorkeling, put it on your motorcycle, ski helmet, everything. And when I ordered it,
all right,
wait,
you got him.
no, when it came in, it had so many freaking attachments. I was like, I could have touched it to my wife's head. They gave me some or something else.
Another shout out to another sponsor is USA Payroll. Great company. Obviously, those who are small business owners like myself, even large, medium to large business owners, to large corporations, USA Payroll, they cover all your payroll needs. Give them a call. The last thing you want if you're a business owner is to have the IRS come knocking on your door because of some inconsistencies in your payroll and your taxes, your collections, and what you're sending. So USA Payroll, check them out.
Who's that last one?
I'm not doing that one.
Well, all right. Tough Turf. Now, I got to say something about Tough Turf. I needed some turf or sod, whatever you want to call it, for my lawn. So I talked to the owner of Tough Turf and I said, listen, I'll bring my truck over. I want to buy some sod. So the owner goes, just come over. So I come over and he takes me to the subdivision. So now we're loading my truck and this guy pulls up and he starts taking video of us. He goes, you guys stealing sod? And just then he walks around the truck. Well, John owns Tough Turf.
Oh, okay.
The guy goes, oh, it's you, John. Now, He and the guy talked to the truck for another 35 minutes while I loaded all that damn shit myself.
Actually, I paid the guy. I told him to show up at 2 o'clock, so I didn't have to load his truck.
Is there any way that you can man one of the cameras real quick? I want to do something real quick.
All right, but before we do that, I just want to do two things.
Before we close out, I need you to man one of the cameras.
I will, but I want you to do two things. Number one, we're going to have the drag strip riots. We want to make sure everybody shows up to that. We're going to be there. If you come by, say hello to us. We'll put you on to an interview. And then in November, and we got to get the date, it's hanging on the door down there. They're making us some flyers. The veteran riot is coming back here, so we'll be pushing
And
it.
don't forget, the first Friday of November, we are kicking off our first bike night at Mission Barbecue in Oviedo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we're going to start the first Friday of every month. United States Motorcycle Charities will host a bike night at Mission Barbecue Oviedo from 7 to 10 o'clock. First Friday of every month.
When's the first one?
November the 2nd, I believe. Yeah, so we're gonna kick. That'll be our inaugural.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah,
we got to stream it.
Absolutely. Now, before we close out, we're gonna do something. We've got him, and we got Hank. Shawn, please come back because. Okay. Go to commercial. Before we go to commercial, Dave is
that's what he was doing.
Dave is gonna close out by doing 22 push-ups in honor of our veterans. So,
22
Sergeant
every
Dave.
day. 22 every day for amvets.org. All right? 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Every day.
Every day, every veteran that takes their life. Remember the fallen, KLR and Radio every Thursday at 8 p.m. We'll see you then.
All right.
I'm glad it was him, not me, because I want to hit 12. Roll